Okay, so we are still working under scatter plots. This still goes on your same notes. But now we are talking about the line of best fit. Okay, well, what is the line of best fit? Well, it is a line that fits the best. The end, okay? So whenever you're doing a line of best fit, your goal, okay, your goal is to hit as many points as possible. So hit as many points as possible. And also to have the same number of points above the line and below the line. Same number of points. Let's do above and below. So whenever you go to draw a line of best fit, this would not be a good line of best fit, okay? You're not going through any of the points, and you're going in the opposite direction that all your points are going. So take that away. This is going in the same direction as your points. They're all going positive, but it is not going through a single point, and all the points are below your line. So what you want to do is do one, if you can, to go through as many points as possible, and to, have the same number above as and below roughly, okay? So this is what we call eyeballing the line of best fit. And now we're going to move into how to actually do that on your calculator. Now, if you want to copy these down, you can, but these are the steps to go through in order to graph a scatter plot. So I'm going to be looking at your next paper in that packet, which should be 5-7 practice. And this should be form G. Okay, so I'm looking at that one, and we are going to look at number 1. Okay, so to enter your data on your calculator, you're going to hit Stat, and then Edit is the number 1. You can just press Enter or number 1. X values are going to be your L1. So in this case, that's 76, 85, 83, 97, and 92. Okay, after you type a number, hit enter each time to go to your next line. Then type in your Y values. Make sure that you have the same number of numbers in your L1 column as you do in your L2 column. If you have different numbers in those columns, you're going to get an error message, okay? So make sure if you have 5 numbers in column 1 that you have 5 numbers in column 2. Okay, after you type in your numbers, a lot of you are going to hit graph and not see anything. Okay, that's because you don't have your calculator set to graph scatter plots. So what you need to do is go to y equals, and then you'll go arrow up and hit enter, because you should be like blinking on plot 1, and then go to graph, zoom 9. Okay, and it should have come up. Okay, I will post another video showing how to do it on your calculator. I'm going to have to find one on YouTube because I don't have a way to show you my calculator when I'm recording. So when you do that, you should get a scatter plot. And so for number 1, you have your XY axis. And then roughly when you sketch it, it should have looked something like that. And so for 1 and 2, all you have to do is sketch the scatter plot. I apologize about that background noise. Okay, so after you do your scatter plots, we now can figure out a line of best fit. Okay, line of best fit and trend line kind of go hand in hand. We did eyeballing line of best fit last video. Or maybe the beginning of this one. I don't really remember. But now we're going to see how to do it on your calculator. So let's just say for this number 1, I was also doing a line of best fit. Ooh, I still have my thick font on. Okay. So I would go to Stat and then go over to Calc and hit the number 4. Okay, that should come up with len reg ax plus b. Okay, when you hit enter, it's going to give you a equals and b equals. Well, guess what? What that calculator is really doing, y equals ax plus b, is the same thing as y equals mx plus b. Okay? But what you do is you're going to take the a they give you and the b they give you and plug it in. I usually round to the hundredths, so this would be 2.99x plus, I'm going to have to write sideways. Actually, it's minus because it's a negative. Minus 198. This is not my favorite app, so we are not getting along. 198.62. Okay, so the line of best fit for that scatter plot would be y equals 2.99x minus 198.62. Okay, so we learned how to put our information in the calculator to graph a scatter plot. Then we learned how to find a line of best fit using your calculator. Well, now we're going to learn how to use the line of best fit to estimate. Okay, so all I did was rewrite my line of best fit. Now this line of best fit is for number 1, where it's talking about test scores and study time. So I want to estimate my, let's see, I want to estimate my study time. Oops. Estimate study time if test score was a, let's say, 87. So, all you do once you have your line of best fit is to take whatever you know. So 87 is your test score. And if you look at your table, test scores was your x. So you're just going to plug in 87 for x and do your math. Now keep in mind, your number, your answer can be off because we rounded our equation. So just keep that in mind whenever you get answers. So whenever you plug in 87, you get a study time of approximately 61.5 minutes. So, to estimate, all you do is take whatever value you need to estimate, plug it in, do the math, there you go.